Hey, what up? What up? It is day 3 of the week. I hope you're having a blessed week so far. Um, and I hope the rest of it, if you're not, I hope the rest of it gets better for you. Um, well, today's proverb is Proverbs 8:1. Does not wisdom cry out and understanding lift up her voice? Let me repeat that. Does not wisdom cry out and understanding lift up her voice? Wisdom's like, pay attention to me. Do what I tell you. Sebastian, say my name. So why is that? It's because basically humans are dumb, right? We just don't get it. In First Corinthians 1, it says, because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. So if Yah were to do something foolish, it would still be wiser than anything man could ever come up with. Just a few verses later, it says, in chapter 2, it says, but the natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him, nor can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. He can't understand these things. The things of God are just beyond him. Not because he can't grasp it, but because it seems like foolishness to him. Like, why would an all-powerful God send his son to die? Why would he give grace to people that do horrible things? How could he create everything in 6 days when science says it takes billions of years? It doesn't make sense, right? But if you're not spiritually minded, if you're in the natural, um, that's what the Apostle Paul calls carnally minded, right? And he says in Romans 8, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God. That means it's an enemy against God. For it is not subject to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then, those who are in the flesh cannot please God. Did you hear that? If you're carnally minded, you're an enemy of God. You can't or won't keep the law of God, and therefore cannot please God. So I guess the opposite of that would be, if you're spiritually minded, you're a friend of God, you keep the law of God, and therefore you please him. So earlier in Romans, in chapter 2, Paul tells us what happens to the carnally minded. But to those who are self-seeking and do not obey the truth, what's the truth? The law. Psalms 119, 142. But those who are self-seeking and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation, and wrath. And this is why wisdom cries out. So this is the message I have for you today. Be blessed. Peace.